Why am I growling at you? Today, I want to talk to you about being a bear. You need to be a bear. I need to be a bear. And I'm going to tell you what the heck I'm talking about, if you listen. When I was a kid, teenager, I guess I was 19 or 20, I don't know. It was the early 80s. And I went to a dealership looking for my first car that I was buying for myself. Young kid. And my dad had helped me with some credit stuff earlier when I was younger, and so I had some credit, just not much, you know. And but I had some money. I had a good job at that time, you know. I worked at a cable TV place in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and made $7.50 an hour, which in the early 80s, woohoo, good money, you know. And so I wanted to buy my first car, you know, my first car on my own. My dad had helped me with my first one, but I knew he wasn't going to help me with the second one. And I'll tell you, you know, my dad taught me work ethic, if nothing else, buddy. He taught me work ethic. My dad was a hard-working man, still is. You know, he's 83 years old, and I mean, he still tries to do anything he wants to do. But he taught me that work ethic. So I've worked hard. I've worked hard all my dang life. And but I'd saved up some money, and I was determined I was going to get my first car. Now, what the heck's this got to do with a bear? Okay. So I go to my first dealership, and a Honda dealership, and I was looking at a brand new Honda Prelude. Pretty little thing, man. Salesman comes up, talks to me out on the lot, and I tell him what I'm looking for, what I'm looking to do, and he tells me, go get your dad. You need your father. You know, and I said, well, no, sir, you know, I'm trying to do it myself, man. I want to do this myself. And, no, you just need to go get your dad. And boom, he was gone. You know, he just blew me off. Just didn't want nothing to do with me. And, you know, I was a little disheartened and a little ticked off and said, okay. Left, and I went down the street, and like I said, this is Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I went to a place called Liberty Lincoln Mercury. And I got out of my car, and I started walking up to the lot, and huge man come walking up to me. Big old hand comes out and shakes my hand, big smile on his face, and he says, hey, I'm Bear. All my friends call me Bear. And I said, well, hi, Bear. I'm Kenny. How can I help you today, Kenny? And from that point on, he was just the nicest guy on the planet. You know, he took his time with me. He listened to me. He showed me what they had available, and he helped me. I ended up driving out of there in a 1980 Monte Carlo. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. You know, I was a young kid, and that might not have been the coolest car, but I'll tell you what, man, after I put some wheels on it and stuff, that car looked good. And I kept that car for a while, and my parents drove that car many years after I sold it to them. But he helped me out, and he listened to me. They got me approved on my financing, and I drove out of there with a car. And I drove right straight up the street to the Honda dealer that had blew me out of the water and found that salesperson. Now, come here, buddy. Come here. See that right there? That's my car. I bought it by myself. He said, no, you didn't. You got your father's. No, sir. I bought it by myself. And this is the meaning of the story, I guess. You know, be a bear. Help people. Listen to them, man. I try every day to be a bear. I want to be that guy. I remember that guy. Man, that's been 40, almost 40 years ago, you know, 35, 37 years, whatever it is. And I still remember him. I can see his face because the man helped me. The man was nice to me, and he listened to me. So I try to be a bear. And if anybody knows Bear, if you're from Winston-Salem and this happens to float through your Facebook feed and you know Bear from Liberty Lincoln Mercury back in the 80s, you tell him Kenny Martin said, thank you, sir. You taught me some valuable lessons that day that I've never forgot. And I think if more of us are like Bear, and we will be a bear, the world will be a better place. It's Kenny Martin, Competition Cars and Classics. Rawr! Trying to be a bear. Y'all have a good day.